Hey guys, this is Red and welcome back to a new Minecraft video. Now, last week I have made a tutorial on how to create a player shop where players were able to buy items in exchange for other items. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how you can create a shop that works. Instead of buying items for items, you can buy items for XP levels. So you can change your XP levels that maybe sometimes you find useless, except for when you have to enchant some items. With this command, you can give another use to your XP levels. Now, also this creation is really useful if you want to create, for example, mini games where players have to combat in an arena, in a PvP arena, or player versus entities arena, or anything else that generates XP. Before showing you guys how to set up this thing, I want to show you guys how it works. Now, you can see that I have only one level in my XP bar. And you can see that to buy this diamond sword here, I have to pay 5 levels. What if I try to buy it even if I have 1 level in my XP bar? Well, let's right click. You can see that it doesn't give me anything because I don't have the enough levels to pay. Now, if I give myself some XP really quickly, 6 LP, so I gave myself 6 levels. You can see that I have 7 levels, and if I right click, I will get a really nice diamond sword, and of course it detracted 5 levels from my XP bar, and now I have only 2 of them. And if I try to buy again, you can see that it doesn't work because I don't have enough XP. So this is a really easy way to create an XP shop into your vanilla Minecraft world, and let me show you guys how you can set one up starting from zero and doing every single step together with you guys. So you will find all the commands that I used in this video, that I'm going to use in this video. In the video description there's a link that will forward you to my webpage where you will find all the commands in order. The first command that you find is used to generate the displayed item on the shop. Now let me go in game mode 1 so I can access the command blocks, and let me take the first command block here. So the first thing that you have to do in the step 1, you have to decide what item you want players to be able to buy in exchange for levels. So here we decided to sell diamond swords. Let's say that we want to sell, for example, arrows to players, okay? Let's say that we want to sell 32 arrows to players that want to buy them. So the first thing that you have to do, you take the first command that you find in my webpage and you paste it inside a command block where you want the item to be displayed. Now, there's one thing that we have to do, of course. We have to change, for example, here where you see experience bottle, we have to change this ID with the ID of the item that you want to be displayed. So in this case, we said that the ID should be arrow because we want to sell arrows to players. Let's click on this button, click on done, and you can see that now an arrow appeared. An arrow, this is actually an item, and one cool thing is that it cannot be picked up, or even if you place a lava block here, it doesn't disappear because it has a really high health. The second step that we have to decide how many levels we want players to pay, and also we have to place this sign that will display the price of this arrow. So let's take the second command, and here again we have to change a couple of things inside this command block. So the first thing that you have to do is scroll inside the command, and where you find 5 level LVL, you change this with the amount of levels that you want players to pay. For example, let's say that we want players to pay 2 levels in exchange for 32 arrows. So I change this with 2. And also there's a command that you have to change, and is the command that you will find at the end of this really big command that generates the sign. And where you find scoreboard players tag, you change the name of the tag with another name. For example, for the first item, we gave a tag named shop1 to all the players that right click the sign. Now when players right click this sign, let's give them a different tag named, for example, shop2. This is so we can find out which sign the players and which items we have to give to those players. So if you are going to add, for example, a third item in your shop, you will have to generate a third sign and change the tag name with another name. It doesn't have to be shop2, shop3, but make sure that every single tag has a different name and that you remember them so you can then apply to the players. So in this case, this is the second item that I'm adding to the shop, so let's name the tag shop2. Now that we are done, we can finally right click here and get our sign and place it behind the item. You can see that we can buy for 2 levels. If we go in game mode 0 really quickly, let's see how many levels I have. I have 2 levels, so I would be able to pay for the items. But the last thing that we have to do is step number 3. We have to set up the extra command blocks that are going to detract levels and give items to the players that right click on a sign. Now every time that a player right clicks on a sign, he will get this custom tag, and every time that a player has a different tag, the commands are going to detect it and they are going to detract some levels, or give the items, and then remove the tag that the player has. Now take the following 3 commands that you find on my webpage and you place them in order, okay? So the bottom one is set on repeat unconditional, always active. The second one is set on chain conditional and always active. Make sure that the texture of the second command is a arrow texture like this one, and the third command is set on chain unconditional and always active. Now here again we have to change a couple of things, because for example in this case we don't want to detract 5 levels but only 2 levels to players that right click on the sign. So let's change this 5 with 2 levels. So this is a simple XP command that is going to detract 2 levels from a XP bar of a player. So to all players that have a tag named shop2, you remember that we named the second tag shop2, so we have to change it also in this command. And also you have to change this 5 with 2 again, because we want to detract 2 levels to all players that have at least 2 levels in their inventory. And that's it. So once this command here detracts the 2 levels to a player, the next command is going to give an item to that player. So in this case we don't want to give diamond swords to the players, but we want to give 32 arrows. So let's change diamond sword with arrow, which is the idea of an arrow. And also we want to give not 1 but 32 arrows to that player. And also don't forget to change shop 1 with shop 2. The next command block here, the last one, is going to remove the shop tag to the players that have it, because if you don't do this, the command is going to constantly give arrows to a player, and we don't want this to happen. Now if you're going to add a third item into your shop, all you have to do, you change it with shop 3 and then shop 3, and depending on what name you gave to the tag from the sign. And that's it, that's how you set it up. Let's try and see if it works. So we have 2 levels. Let me give another level just so I can show you guys that if I have only 1 level XP, okay, I have 3 levels, okay? If I right click I will get 32 arrows. As you can see I got 32 arrows, and it detracted 2 levels from my XP bar. If I try to right click again, it doesn't give me anything, and also it doesn't detract any levels, because of course I don't have enough levels to pay. So guys, that was it about today's command creation. I really hope that it was useful, that you guys enjoyed this video, and you can add this also to your survival vanilla Minecraft world. You can add it to, if you are going to create some mini games, for example some PvP arenas or something like this, you can create some really quick shops so players are able to exchange their XP that they got from the battles for actual swords, weapons or other items, potions. You can do anything that you guys want. So guys, I want to thank you all for watching this video until the end, and I'll see you all in my next video. Don't forget to drop a like under this video and subscribe. See you, bye!